This is Margaret in Windsor. That's my real name. I'm not able to use my name. I have to use the name Peggy Ann Dempsey Childers. I was kidnapped in 41 and brought to Moulton, Alabama, and given the name of a murdered twin. Really, both twins were murdered by their mother. They were born out of wedlock. So my identity was stolen. They gave me the name of Peggy, the dead twin, and of course Carl was dead too. The point in making this one today is my father was Edward the Eighth, who never married Wallace Simpson. Say that again. I've usually shown the pictures. An imposter married Wallace Simpson, and there's no legitimate title, Duke and Duchess of Windsor. They were phonies, just like Elizabeth is the illegal Elizabeth II monarch. She's not the legal monarch. Neither was her father, George VI, who helped sell out my father, his own brother, and kidnap me in 41. I was born in 39. My dad was married to Claudia Ruth O'Keefe, sister to artist Georgia O'Keefe. This is Georgia. I don't have a photo of my mom. This is Larry Flint. I wrote a medical malpractice book in Atlanta, 75, 76 till April Fool's Day of 80 when they almost killed me. It was a miracle that I didn't die. But anyway, he was shot in Lawrenceville, and the person who shot him was programmed to shoot Mr. Flint and kill his attorney. So those were the shooter was a programmed shooter. But anyway, Mr. Flint helped me during the campaign. What I wanted to say here was, before this goes off, I listened to Hillary Clinton this morning, a comment she made. She's running for president, as everybody knows, and everything's so calm and well. She's got her hair done, nice clothes. After all, you know, she's part of the New World Order, just like illegal Elizabeth II is. But anyway, that's part of the Illuminati that helped kidnap me. How's that? But her comments were, and they sound so good, it was sweet and everything, how that, and I've forgotten, I wish I had written it down, what the example she used, that everybody should have access to a college education, not just, and I can't remember the example, the daughter of she didn't use president, I don't think, but in other words, the wealthy is what she meant, but she used an example. And I thought, well, her daughter, Chelsea, went to Oxford University. That's in England, in case there's anyone who doesn't know. And here I am, the daughter of King Edward VIII, the legitimate heir to the British crown. And back finishing high school, all through when I was little, I'm going to go ahead and say it because this, I mean, you can sugarcoat anything and that's not the truth. It was a living hell. I ate what amounted to slop and was glad to get it. I was taken there when I was 2 years old and put in that hellhole, and it never stopped. The woman was a psychopath that killed the twins, and that I had to call mother. I can remember telling her, no, you're not my mother. And I didn't find out until 83, my real name and everything. But anyway, I picked cotton, I hoed cotton, I drank out of water jugs that the whole field drank out of. I hoed corn, all of it. Took the abuse. And then in finishing high school, I worked at the Five and Dime, stood on my feet, I don't know how many hours a day for $2.50, which I had to turn over to her, Lina Dempsey, this woman, this psychopath. And then I went to work at the City Grill, waitressing. I made $17.50 a week, and I had to turn that over to her. And the rent had to be paid. We ended up living in a project, low-income project that had just been built in Moulton, and was so glad to get it. but the rent had to be paid. I never had time to study. I was too busy walking to and from work. I left school. I walked to school in the morning, so glad to get away from her. I went to school. I left and walked to the City Grill, which was quite a ways. I worked till 11 at night, and I walked in the dark all the way back to what I had to call home. And I did that from the 10th grade, which I finished school in 57, and I worked till I almost finished school. So I worked there about 2 years steady, no days off. I might have gotten a couple in that whole time, and supporting this woman and loving Philip. I thought he was a half-brother at the time, and trying to make sure he had some food and something good in his life. And you can't tell the pain and suffering that this woman inflicted upon me. I hope one day it's all told, because it's quite unbelievable that it was allowed to happen in front of everybody. Anyway, I wanted to bring that attention since Hillary Clinton thought everybody should have a college education. I did, and I was busy after being kidnapped, and my money helping to it came into this country, believe me. And then my sons, maybe the world would like to see what was done to them, and they're the legal heirs to the British Crown. And I haven't seen them. I don't know if they're alive, and God knows I've tried. I hope they are. And I hope they have a nice Christmas.